let's do this fucking shit.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Sitting Ringside. We have a special episode tonight. We have the VP of FightbookMMA, Mr. Emmett Glenn. What's cracking, dog? You're still muted, brother.
What's happening, boys? Good to be on. How's things?
Yes, sir. It's a long time coming, man, for you to jump on our show. I know we've been wanting to get you on forever, but now we finally got you on. It's what, close to 1 o'clock in the morning where you are at right now, which is pretty
2 a.m.
Man, that's what we call fucking dedication, bro.
The things you gotta do when you're a European fight fan.
Man, right? That's what we call fucking dedication, bro.
I know. This is early. You gotta do when you're a European fight fan.
Man, thanks for jumping on, man. Let's get started with the show. Again, I am Robert Villa, and my buddies here with me, David Rodriguez, Mark Ambu Miller, and Rudy Lara. How's it going, fellas?
Going good.
And my buddies with me, David Rodriguez,
Mark time of the week, and it's
Rudy
super
Lara.
necessary, I'd
How's
like
it
to
going,
say, having Mr. Emmett Glenn on, given what's been unfolding in the news, outside the cage, inside.
Oh, man.
Ironic.
But,
I know, right?
But it's a fully loaded weekend full of fights. You definitely got to be a real fight fan this weekend to be considered a real fight fan. You gotta, you gotta be all in this weekend. So
hell yeah. Speaking of, let me do my quick shout outs to HKA USA. Go to hkausa.com. Show love to them. Show some support. They show a lot of love to Fightbook MMA. Also to our live streaming partners, Flow Combat, Fight TV, ESPN Plus, The Zone, and MMA TV. Also, don't forget to get your Fox Hound Fuel supplements. Use our discount FBMMA in all caps. Also, John Tyler, for all the fellas out there, if you want to get some badass underwear, go to John Tyler's website. Use our discount code for 20% off Fightbook in all caps. Let's see here. And also shout out to all our partner promotions that we work with really, really closely. Brave Combat, One Championship, XFN. We good, Rudy? Oh, okay, sorry. And so go and check out our partners tab so you can check out everything with those promotions. Another shout out, I know, Mark, you want to give a quick shout out, man?
To Dave and the guys from Chop Sports?
No, to your family.
Oh, congratulations to my daughter, Jazzy, for graduating university today.
There you go. Congratulations.
Congrats, dude.
Well, Mark was saying you can catch our show live on Facebook. I was going to say Fightbook. On Facebook and YouTube and all the audio platforms that you can think of. We are on there. And a quick shout out to Premier Streaming Network for having us on their platform as well. Fellas, we got a full weekend of fights, like David said, man. Let's start off with the MMA, kickboxing, grappling, Muay Thai category.
Say that a little slower.
June 16th, Centurion FC. That's going to be streaming live on Fight TV and at Fightbook MMA. Also, the PFL 5, LFA 160, Bellator 297, Fusion Fight League, and our friends out there at Combate Global. I will definitely be having a lot of those results at the website. So if you're not able to watch it, well, we'll tell you what you are if you're not going to be able to watch these fights. In the boxing bare knuckle and slap fight category, We have 7 events to mention. The next 5 events are going to be live on Fight TV and at Fightbook MMA. We have Thunderdome, Thunderdome 42, Disrupt Promotions, Further Fight Club, The Awakening, Alessi Promotions, Tampa Beatdown, and River City Fights 4. And live on this zone on the 17th, it's a title fight. Regis Prograis versus Dani.
I thought you were going to say Regis Philbin. You know who that is, right?
Yes.
Regis and Kathy Lee.
Hey, we might have him on the show. You never know, man.
Is that dude even still alive?
Yeah,
he's still alive.
He is?
He's
cool.
still alive,
cool.
yeah.
I like Regis.
He's like 100 years old. Yeah, he's still around, though. He's like Bob Barker's like 103 years old. He's still alive.
Yeah. Let's see here. They're going to be fighting for the WBC junior welterweight title, and that's Prograis. He's going to be defending that belt. Also in Queensland, Australia, Tim Suyu versus Carlos Ocampo. They're fighting for Tisuyo's WBO interim junior weight title.
I don't know, but those guys don't sound very Australian to me.
Well, they're not Australian. They're just fighting in Australia, bro.
Oh, I thought that's how it works.
No. Oh. And David, what do we say if what? No.
Well, especially this weekend in particular, but every weekend, always, you know the drill. If you're not watching every single second, of every single minute of every round, of every event, of every fight Rob just mentioned.
Not a real fight fan.
Real fight fan.
Sorry, folks.
Not a real fight fan.
Yeah. That's how it works. Those are the rules, and even more so this weekend because we got PFL. Bellator's got a stacked card, 15 fights. We'll get to it. I mean, we'll get to UFC, Cannonier, Marvin Vittori, do the full picks and predictions on there. But we will indeed start the show out with UFC 289. Took place in Vancouver. Mark, I got to give credit to Mark Andrew Miller. Nearly had a perfect card.
Dude.
I mean, you picked Aldana, man. Like, that was the only – you're perfect for the final fight.
Well, the Curtis fight screwed me too because, you know, it wasn't no contest. But I know I shouldn't have picked Aldana. She didn't show up that night.
The thing is, it had nothing to do with his picks. It had everything to do with his countrymen. They fucking put it on the line, bro. Yeah, they came out and showed out and showed exactly why they deserve to have a show. And, you know, I don't know why the UFC held out so long. Well, I mean, I don't think they had anything to do with it. I think
it's the taxes
It was more the country not letting them in.
It's the taxes and shit here and all that crap.
I don't think that had anything to do with it, bro. They're going to make their fucking money. The UFC is going to make their money, man. But shout out to fucking Canada and all the winners. That was awesome. I was wrong on a couple of them, but not a big deal. Yeah, Jazz Devicious.
Is that the first time there was a clean sweep?
Yeah. First time in Canada, man.
All 6 representatives won. So
Kyle Nelson, and we had him on, you know, a couple of weeks ago, probably a week before his event. Badass. That was badass, bro. And he was a big underdog. A lot of the underdogs came in and delivered, man. Kyle Nelson was one of them.
Yeah.
You're awesome, bro. Congrats.
Yeah, and I gotta admit the Rogers Center is such a legit venue too. You know what I mean? Because like the past events that the UFC has held there, like
it was a big underdog.
The DSP days, like it's just kind of reminiscent of them fighting. Some epic fights have gone down there. The crowd was live. It lived up pretty. There was a few fights that did drop off, but yeah, having Charles Oliveira, Beneil Dariush, and his performance leading into the main event. Du Bronx, man. I think he fought the way he should have fought and didn't throw some wild jump knees and get caught, kind of like when he got caught with Islam and got taken down and kind of controlled the fight there and was like, fuck this shit, getting back to my feet. And he starts them out. And that's kind of the way I seen the fight playing out. And Charles Oliveira's getting the title shot, right, Emmett? Or what do you think?
Charles, he's got to have that title shot now. Let's be fair. It was an outstanding performance. I had Benny. I thought Benny, being the crazy psychopath he is, I thought he was going to go in, do a number, but as you say, David, Charles it's just a different. He's a different level to everybody else.
He put it on him, man. He put it on him, and it was fast. It was fast, and that was just peak Charles Oliveira. I enjoyed that fight, bro. I said it, man. I was like, dude, I don't think there's any way. People were saying Dariush was gonna knock out Oliveira. I was like, the fuck out of here. Who do you think Beneil Dariush is? That's not gonna happen. If he wins, it's probably gonna be by a decision. And Charles Oliveira didn't even let it get past the first fucking round, bro. That dude is on another level. He's hungry for the belt. I think he's got enough to fucking. I think he's learned from his mistakes. I know he knows he's a seasoned fighter, bro. You know, I think he knows what he's got to do to win. And I think if he fights a champ, he's gonna win, man.
Yeah, I think.
I don't know. I don't think he wins. I don't think he wins against Islam again. It's going to be out in Dubai, isn't it, next time?
Yeah, it'll be in Dubai.
So
it'll be a good fight.
Islam's backyard. Oh, it'll be a good fight. I'll watch, no doubt.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of people are betting on Islam winning right now. I think the betting odds are having Islam, like, I don't even know the numbers right now.
I think it was like minus 300 last time I checked.
It was crazy. And I'm like, Did y'all not see the performance that he just put on at the pay-per-view of the Comey? Like, come on. You're going to be picking Islam. Yeah, Islam is a good fighter. I give you credit on that. Yes, he's done wonderful things in his MMA career, but he's never fought a guy like Charles Oliveira.
Yeah, he has, and he beat him.
Well, I'm saying the guy that we saw on Saturday night.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between he
had a fire, bro.
This fight,
he came out and he had a fire that he didn't have. He didn't have it in that last fight.
That's why I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
He didn't
have it, bro. He didn't have it. He didn't. I didn't feel it that last time. You know, he looked. I don't know, man. He didn't look like he wanted it.
Defeated.
And he got caught slipping and he got fucked up for it. So.
Yeah, terrible game plan too, and even Javier Mendez, I think he was on the Submission Radio. He even had lots of respect and lots of great things to say about Charles's performance, and totally said that the next time around with Islam, it will be a different fight. We know Islam goes out there and he's just like he sets traps. He doesn't let anybody fight their game. Like that's just the Dagestani way. We've seen it with Khabib many times, but. With Islam, though, where he's at, he's been out for a little bit. And I think, like you were talking about, you guys, the UFC wants those guys in Abu Dhabi. They want their Arabic fighters or Muslim fighters. They do want, like Kara France and Al-Bazi, sort of controversial. Al-Bazi more than likely will fight on that card. Bilal Muhammad's another guy. So they got a lot of stakeholders in the UFC in Abu Dhabi in the Middle East. And I think that's what they want to do. And even like Adesanya was saying, the conspiracy take that he had about Volkanovski losing the fight too. He said that, same kind of shit, that the UFC is invested in Abu Dhabi and they got to have a champion, go over there. And now we do have a definite rematch for possibly Charles, if he does win, becoming the greatest lightweight that we've ever seen, right? He's one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with the wins on his record and the people that he's fought, I mean, coming back and winning the belt for the second time, I think it'll be even greater, especially in Abu Dhabi, defeating a guy like Makhachev, who's lost once, but people don't even remember that he's actually lost a fight, right?
Mm-hmm. I would have enjoyed seeing Dariush against Makhachev. That would have been an interesting fight, But I don't know, man. This Charles Oliveira, dude, he was fucking on fire, dog. On fire.
Bro.
I hope he brings that fire to the next fight because
he always bounces back after losses. Like he comes back even nastier. I've noticed.
I like the way you said that.
Yeah.
Comes back nastier, huh?
We'll touch on a few of the prelims here in a second, but we got to go to the main event and talk about the greatest female combat sports athlete, boxing, MMA. I said it last week, boys. I said that retirement word, that talk. It happened. Mark, you know it, but that's unfortunately the pick that you got wrong. All y'all picked Aldana. I picked Nunes, and still the GOAT And
bro, that was embarrassing, man. Arena Aldana did. She looked. It would look like looked like amateur hour, bro. It looked like fucking amateur hour. Amanda Nunes she pieced her up, dude, and she fucking took her lunch, man. She took her fucking lunch, and Aldana didn't do a damn thing about it. It was, I don't know, man. I was embarrassed that I picked Aldana. I wasn't like confident. It wasn't a confident pick. I was just like, you know what? I would like to see, a Mexican champ win another one. That would be cool to see. That's why why I picked her, not because I thought that she was gonna like fuck her up. I said there's a chance she might knock her out, but I knew Nunes was gonna win.
That's why she didn't knock her out. She was already defeated in the head.
Yeah, it would have been cool to see Amanda Nunes go out with like a fucking finish, but whatever, man, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's just she didn't do the wowness to finish her off her career. She pulled a John Salter, didn't do shit except the basic Nunes fight.
David called it, man. So she retired.
Yep.
And I mean that's good, man, because there's nobody else on her level, man. And it'd be interesting to see, who the next champion is, and if they can bring that type of intensity and skill to that belt. I highly doubt it too, man. Because who's next in line? Nicole Pennington.
Yeah.
But
you know what? This is kind of like a perfect time for the UFC. I know they don't do tournaments, but it would be a perfect time for do a women's bantamweight tournament. And the 145 division's a wash. Dana White said it immediately in the post conference, which he's probably been waiting to get rid of that division for a while, and there's just nobody out there. But Emmett, is there a fight for Amanda to bring her back, like the Kayla Harrison fight? Like, what do you think? At WWE, like anything, you know what I mean? I mean, the WWE is given; she's going to get paid good. But as far as like a real fight in the cage or in the boxing, do you think there's a matchup for her, or who's the name?
But you would like to see her probably fight the likes of Larissa Pacheco, Kayla Harrison, throw in boxing with the likes of Chrissy Cyborg, just a straight up boxing fight. They're the type of fight she needs to be taking now. She's got nothing to prove with an MMA. In my view, MMA should be done for her. Go do the entertainment, earn the big bucks.
She should go and box Jake Paul, man. Dude, that would make some money. She would fuck him up.
She'd fuck him up, right?
Who wouldn't pay to see that, bro? Who would not pay to see that?
I'd pay to see that.
I mean, people pay to see that just to see Jake Paul get knocked out, and he's been doing the knocking, but I don't think he would be so lucky. That's even I don't even know if the Diaz fight's going to happen. That's kind of, I don't know. Have you really heard anything about it?
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah. Well, I heard Nate was training with who's that guy? He's training with the Olympic boxer, preparing for Jake, and I know it's going to be a 10-round fight. It was originally an 8-round fight, so it's 10. And I guess Nate's coming in with that Diaz cardio, and if he could fucking drown out Jake Paul, then it's going to get interesting to get in those later rounds. But I'm with you, Rudy. I won't believe it till I see it for sure on that one.
And guess who's going to be his cutman?
Greg Hardy.
Our friend of FightbookMMA, Stitch.
Oh.
Yep.
Old school.
I was way off.
Yes. Yeah, you were.
But I do like you said, Emmett, though, I think the boxing fight with Cyborg, definitely I like that, even though she smashed Cyborg in MMA. Like even what's her name? Clarissa Shields. Like if she wants to go the boxing route and like prove that she's the true GOAT, isn't Clarissa Shields the GOAT? You know what I mean?
She's the GOAT.
Clarissa Shields is too much for Clarissa Shields. Will fuck her up. In boxing, she'll fuck her up.
What about like that? Did you guys notice
Serrano sisters?
Yeah, no, that's another fight. That's a potential, because I think there is a chance she does go the boxing route. She doesn't go WWE. She'll go boxing. She's going to go for the biggest paycheck she deserves. She's made a lot of money in the UFC. She has nothing left to prove out there. But yeah, there is potential out there for a big time boxing bout, and maybe it's fucking Floyd Mayweather. I don't know. Who knows, right? Floyd's fighting everybody these days, right?
Oh, don't even talk about his last one. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Shit, dude. Oh, shit. Oh.
Shit show.
Did you guys notice in the fight with Amanda Nunes? Did you see that she started throwing those like John Jones oblique kicks and like stepping elbows? Like those were we've never seen her do that. And I think she caught Aldana with one of them, and Aldana proved that she could take a punch. Like she took some shots, and I don't know. I don't understand how the first round she was out. She caught her with something clean, and then just never did it again, and was just completely just like shell shocked. So,
yeah, man.
Aldana, she was taking the shots, and you can tell that she can take the shots, right? So why didn't she just capitalize on that, knowing that she could take her punches? And like you said, Dave, what she did in the first round, if she could have continued doing that, she would have caught Amanda and either hurt her really bad, get on her back and choke her out, or even potentially knock her out. But it like at the later rounds, it proved that Aldana can take a hit. But
that's
Amanda's
about all she did, man, was take a hit.
Amanda is just, dude.
It was, I don't know, bro. I was embarrassing. I was annoyed. I didn't like that fight. You know, it just, I don't know.
She was like a deer in the headlights.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, I liked the fight. Don't get me wrong. I just didn't like, Aldana's part in it. It was, oh god. I would have much rather seen, Pena.
Yeah.
And then,
but that's.
I think that was probably more exciting as watching her bitch about Nunes retiring than that whole fight.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Right? Hey, but
that tweet at the end of the fight was A1.
Perfect.
Yeah. Right?
Professionally, you're good, but personally, you're a bitch or something like that. Perfect.
Well, it should have been her in that cage that night. She broke her ribs. She lost the opportunity. And I think Amanda Nunes said that she wouldn't drop the belt or wouldn't retire with the Pena as the champ. And then, she had the rematch lined up. Aldana, I mean, you talk about a fighter that wasn't ready for a big moment. Like there's been some fights in the past, but Aldana, credit her. She went the 5 rounds, but Amanda was sort of cruising in the fight. You know what I mean? She probably could have took some chances early. Aldana, her only chance in the fight for like you said, Rob, is just to throw all fucks out the window and just make it a dog fight. And that was her chance. She didn't do it. Amanda Nunes walks off into the sunset as the greatest women's MMA fighter of all time. Right? So,
yeah.
Before we jump to something else, bro, I want to do an honorable mention for a fighter, Mike Mallet. That dude. He's a badass, bro.
Bro,
he looked awesome.
Yeah, I mean, what he's been hit 26 times in like his last couple of fights. I saw some crazy stat. I was like, what?
Yeah, 24, 26 times in the last 4 fights. It's like
10-0 undefeated now, is he?
Yeah. Bro, this dude's he's amazing, man. This is definitely a guy that should be on everybody's radar.
Canadian MMA is back.
He's very humble.
Oh, yeah, it is. I mean, Canadian MMA is back.
Yes, it is.
Oh, dude, the Canadians that night, they were phenomenal. Not one boring-ass fight in that card for the Canadians. It was just amazing.
It was our night, and we enjoyed it.
Yes,
just correction, man. He has lost. He lost to Mickey Gall, and I think that was his first fight in the UFC.
Yeah, that's a fluke. That's a fluke.
That's a fluke.
But I know, mentioning too, like the prelims too, our boy Chris Curtis, man, has he had some bad luck in there, and
dude,
every single time out, it's something weird. And this fight happened to end with a headbutt, but I kind of seen Imavov winning the fight. He's huge, man. Imavov is a massive guy, and I think Chris Curtis maybe he could have stole the fight, but Imavov's a tough bastard. I will never pick against that guy in any fight. Anybody at 185, period. So.
And Zaha,
what about
crap?
Yeah, what about Jasmine?
Taking
Amanda Maverick, bro.
Yeah.
Like, my wife saw.
It wasn't exciting at all, bro. She smothered her like we thought she would.
Yeah, my wife saw is Miranda a dude? Because she is super muscular.
Damn.
That's for that number 15 rank.
That's
Jasmine.
very transphobic. Look, it's Pride Month, bro. You got to wear your rainbows. I have my Care Bear shirt because I care.
And Dan Ige, Nate Landwehr, that was a great fight. Honestly, like that, Landwehr has a chin, but Ige was, something different that night. My God, he just
Landwehr, he fought not very Nate Landwehr-ish, and that was his mistake in the fight. He was trying to out. I mean, Dan Ige, every time I pick him, he fucking loses, and he's one of those guys. So I had to pick Landwehr because I thought he was going to be Nate Landwehr, but he was just trying to be too technical. Didn't make it a car crash.
I think, bro, I think he didn't have that car crash because he felt Dan Ige's power. He fucking started lighting him up. Man.
Second round. Yeah.
So he was real standoffish after that. And I don't blame him, man. Dan Ige was out there to fucking bang. But I want to say I called it sandwich fight of the night. Barry Alt versus Anders. That fight was fucking boring.
Yeah.
And it got fight of the night, bro. What the fuck are you thinking?
Like, what the fuck?
What judge was that?
When I saw the tweet, I was like, wait, who got fight of the night? Really?
I would have given it, honestly, I would have given it to Kyle Nelson. Performance of the night, obviously, Mike Mallet, Charles Oliveira got performance of the night. But yeah, I mean, I think for Kyle Nelson to go in there like the biggest underdog, they were trying to feed him to Blake Builder and build Builder up, and he got fucking smoked, bro. And again, hats off to Kyle Nelson. I think he should have gotten an extra $50K for that performance, man. Not fucking Barry Alt versus Anders. What the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah, but also too, this card was so Canadian to the T. Ariel Helwani got a 10-second knockout, or what was it?
Jesus.
But I mean, like Ayman Zahabi, like what is he now? Like in his mid-30s or so? Like he's very inconsistent. He takes like one fight a year. I mean, if that's the route that he goes, I'm all for it. He'll probably just take whoever, and fight in Canada. But man, if he were to just like,
I just got it right now, Ariel Helwani. I'm like, motherfucker. I was like, why does this guy look like Ariel?
But yeah, Ayman Zahabi, he needs to step up that competition. But that was kind of weird of a knockout as you'll ever see, because Zahabi doesn't really knock anybody out. But credit to him. He put that stamp on the Canadian fighters early, and the trend continued throughout the night. So, but overall, what do you guys grade the card? I'm pretty harsh on it. What do you guys think?
I give it a 7.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
I give it 8.5.
Well, duh. I'm surprised you didn't say a perfect 10.
No, there are some parts of it that I didn't enjoy.
I think it's awesome that the Canadians won. They had a clean sweep, and there was just some fights that just they're fucking boring, bro. And the main event, I mean,
some people came back and performed though.
I would have probably given it a 9. If Nunez would have gone out there and finished her, but.
If she would have completely knocked her head completely off, I would have gave her a full 10, honestly. If Nunez would have just came out there and blasted her out.
But yeah, man, that Barry Alt fight. And then Chris Curtis, the injury, it just, I don't know, man. Kind of lost its steam.
But if Nunez would have knocked out Aldana and then jumped into the crowd at Pena, then it would have been a 10 for me.
Yeah,
but
that would have been dope.
I was expecting a Khabib type flying eagle, wow.
Oh man, see, we don't have shit like that anymore. So it's like, yeah, we're due. It's Tommy D.
We're due, Tommy D.
But it's like a 7 or so. It was a good card. Besides the shitty poster, it was a good return to Canada. And I'm pretty sure Dana White's gonna, we're gonna try to get back up there, maybe in your neck of the woods next time, Mark. So
probably in Toronto, most likely. I would like to have a fight night a bit closer to home, but I'll travel to Toronto if I have to.
Yeah, and if they do, they just need to have George St. Pierre judge every fight, every round. Just him, one judge, nobody else.
Just no Sal Diamato or Cecil Peoples. As long as not either of them two, I cannot stand those two judges. Those are my two least favorite judges of all,
bro.
They were the same judges. That judge, the Albazi Cara France, was the same for 289 last week.
When I seen his name, I was like, no.
But yeah, Canada definitely is back. Canadian MMA, so that's a good thing. So George St. Pierre returns to fight Khabib, right? No, that didn't happen. But yeah.
Quick shout out to Paul Teague. What's up, man? He's in the chat right now.
Hey, what's up, Paul?
Our slap fighter, bare knuckle MMA fighter, our boy for the longest time, a huge Fightbook MMA supporter. So, what's up, Paul? All right. Well, David, let's jump into our next.
I think it's that time. I think it's that time.
Outside the Cage News. All right, we're going outside the cage, baby.
I mean, where else are we going to start besides?
Let me guess.
we in the notes when we were setting up the show, in the notes we said Conor was included, but we did not see this coming.
I did.
Conor McGregor accused of raping, like brutally raping a female.
Brutally.
Wow.
You mean again?
I mean, you're right. I mean, Emmett, you're in Ireland, man. So like, yeah, that's it's been happening. I mean, there's how many things have happened? He punched the old guy in the bar. That got caught on film. Somebody jumped off his yacht. They were getting assaulted. What the hell is that? Like, yeah.
You've got to. It's a difficult one because so many accusations have happened.
Yeah.
Too many accusations have happened for some of them, at least, not to be false.
Mm-hmm.
I seen his lawyer put out a comment today saying, "Oh, we'll fight it. Conor will not be." I'm not even sure what it said, but basically they're going to fight it as he fights everything else. But at the same time, it has to come to a stage where you've got to look at it and take it for what it is.
Yeah.
Is there ultimate proof that it happened? Probably not. But as I say, with so many things,
you would think that after being accused so many times, you wouldn't put yourself in those types of situations to begin with.
Yeah, man, he's that far away from what he was now. He's living that lifestyle. That ain't Conor McGregor that we know and we remember. You remember Conor coming through when he was humble? He was coming out with the one-liners and shit like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You see any of that shit now?
I still like Conor, man. I like Conor, and who knows if that shit's true or not. But I mean, how many times can something like that happen for people to just say, "Oh, that's just coincidence. Let's chalk it up as coincidence."
Yeah.
Like, why does this consistently keep happening to you? You must be the most unlucky motherfucker with women I've ever met in my life. Because yeah, bro, that's just weird. I don't know,
Yeah,
there's a lot of shit that you guys probably wouldn't even hear in the States that goes on over here. Like there's numerous accusations made on that side of the water about him, daily, weekly.
Fucking Conor.
And at this point,
he's like our very own John Jones,
right?
Yeah,
he's the Irish John Jones.
Yeah, you couldn't be more right. Nailed that one, Emmett.
Oh, Johnny boy.
I think at this point now, though, like where we're at with Conor, like he's everywhere. Like he's the coach of Tough, of course, and everybody's been following that. Like, yeah, he's
coach.
There.
He's just
there. He's getting a haircut. He got a haircut from our boy Mondo. I know on the show,
he's
right?
Just chilling. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for those guys, man.
But see, the thing is, next now. What I want to know from you guys or hear your guys' take is when is it just bad for business, like what's going on with Conor? And like we know, in fact, I've been saying it for 12 weeks straight, he's not fighting Chandler. I mean, like Emmett said, he's so far off from the Conor that we remember. I mean, the last time he won a fight was against Donald Cerrone, 2020 or so? So it's been
82 years.
A hell of a long time.
Yeah, man.
Conor doesn't fight this year. Sure, what is it? I think he only has till the end of today, the end of the USADA pool. Otherwise, he's out until the new year.
Yep.
He ain't passing no fucking test at the moment.
Fuck no.
No, it was reported that he's still taking. He's still having to take, freaking steroids because of his injury. It still causes him pain. So Yeah, it's not going to happen. He's not going to fight, man. I don't think he even wanted to fight. I mean, why would you even put yourself out there and agree to it and do a show? I think he was just trying to promote himself. You know, maybe he feels it's time. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe he feels it's time that, you know, the curtains may be coming down for the motherfucker. He probably knows he's out of control, man.
He's definitely out of control. But just to answer your question, David, is it bad for business? Is it fuck?
No.
Is it fuck? If he came back to fight the UFC, that's shit sales. Sales. The UFC, he's just a cash cow.
Yep.
Bad business. Anything Conor McGregor is good business.
Yeah, no, that's very true. And I think who is it? Mark Hunt, who hates Dana White and is always asking Dana. He even came out and said that they ought to give him the same exemption that they did for Brock Lesnar. So, indeed, if he can't make the USADA pool, maybe Dana White pulls some strings and they're allowing Conor to go in there juiced up and probably not fighting Chandler.
Juiced too.
There's still that.
Everyone.
They'll have him fight in Abu Dhabi. Just watch.
Dude, if Chandler comes in fucking juiced, bro, that's a light heavyweight right there, man.
Yeah,
like Abu Dhabi is an interesting thing too, because like we know, I mean, now Conor, like this whole situation's unfolding. It's controversy. They always say controversy sells, and like Emmett said, anything Conor, it's selling. People are going to want to watch, whether he's knocking out a mascot in Miami or fighting a guy in a bar. Like, it's going to draw the numbers. It's going to draw the clicks. So I think there's a chance Conor fights in Abu Dhabi. I'm going to leave that out there because I've been saying that the Chandler fight won't happen, but Conor's that guy that could just jump the line, like say some weird shit happens
this year.
Yeah. Like if Islam drops out, if whatever, like they'll line Conor up with somebody, but they want him like for the title, I guess. But UFC's got to figure it out because they got a lot of great fight bookings, except for Conor and John Jones. So there's a lot of good matchups, a lot of fight bookings today. We'll get to those at the end portion of this show. But yeah, man, Conor just dominating the headlines, inside, outside the cage news, tough. He's everywhere. But I got to give him credit. He got a win finally. He defeated the mascot of the Miami Heat, right?
That's going to be the last fight he ever wins. Just watch. That'd be embarrassing, right? Imagine. It's like Conor gets convicted and shit and goes to prison. The last fight he won against a mascot. Bro, how far have you fallen? Nah, I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, I still like Conor. I'm excited to see him fight. I want to see him fight. I wanted to see him fight against Chandler, but if it doesn't happen, whatever, man. I'm sure there's something bigger and better for him in store down the road. We're just gonna have to wait, man, and it's gonna be craziness up until he fights.
Yep. Speaking of losing of knockouts, real quick, Bigfoot Silva retires again after 11 straight fucking losses, bro.
And I think they all were by KO or TKO, weren't they?
He was due.
Well, not this last one. This last one was by unanimous decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the other ones were from loss. I know, right? Man, that dude. Either he's hurting for money, or he's hurting for money.
I mean, you can't knock them, bro. That's how these guys make their living,
I know.
I've always said and advocated for fighters, hey, man, if that's what they want to do and they let him do it, then, hey, you know what? Let him, the people around him that care about him should be speaking in his ear, his coaches or whatever. But even then, I mean, it's ultimately a fighter's decision what they want to do. I say keep fighting as long as you can up until there's obvious issues like brain damage. We've seen a lot of fighters with CTE, bro. Some of my favorite fighters, growing up watching boxing, like, Riddick Bowe, he sounds horrible, bro. He sounds horrible, man. Mike Tyson.
Like the MMA fighters, though, it's kind of sad, too, because like what we talked about the other week, Vanderlei Silva's broke from betting on soccer. Verdum is, you know what I mean? Like all these, I don't know. It's a strange thing. It's with the Brazilian fighters, too. It's very strange. But Bigfoot, though, that's just a sad thing. Like 11 straight losses. Like, Rob, you mentioned in the chat, I had no idea he was fighting still at all.
Yeah. He fought at the inaugural MMA event, and he was the main event, and lost.
What's his name? Marlon Moraes is another guy retiring after.
Yeah, he retired after this loss.
Yeah,
eight KOs in a row, right? And then he retired too. So, yeah, that's kind of.
I mean, at some point, you yourself have to admit it that you don't got it anymore. And these guys, I mean, I guess it took 8, 11 losses, respectively, for them to come to terms. But hey, and whatever, it is what it is. I've seen guys take even more fights and fucking lose. But yeah, these are just ugly knockouts, man. And you hate to see some of the best ever fucking go out that way, but it is what it is, man. They got to make some money, feed their families, right?
Yep.
Got to protect the fighter.
Yeah, Bigfoot Silva should have started an OnlyFans a long time ago, right? So
he's showing off his feet.
Oh my god, dude!
Or he could, show pictures of Bigfoot's balls.
What the hell?
Yeah, Mark.
So this is what we've talked about Bigfoot balls previously on this show, and I don't know, man.
Hey, but
I thought it was a pretty good topic, man. So let's proceed with that topic. I'm cueing the pyramids because, folks, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how to say this, but we have actual photos of Bigfoot's balls. Show them to you right now. That would be fucked up, either. Just whip my balls out.
Banned on YouTube.
Banned on YouTube. I was watching the podcast and this dude just whipped his balls out.
Oh my god!
The show's off the rails.
For everybody that's listening, if you want to see why we're laughing, go to our YouTube channel or to our Facebook page, and you'll see the live video.
But hey, speaking of continuing outside the cage news, it is considered outside the cage, but bad for business. A goddamn brawl broke out with John Gotti III. And I didn't even, we talked about it last week. Rob, you always do the event rundown. I had no idea, and I think about 80% of fight fans out there didn't know Floyd Mayweather was fighting last week. Yeah. But a fight broke out. It was the Gottis, and apparently now Floyd's fucking got a hit out on him, right? Like what?
Yeah, bro.
Remember, hey, David, remember when I told you when they booked this fight, I said that John Gotti is like, part of the mafia and shit, and he sells that any venue that he fights, he'll sell out because of his name and who he is. Now that this is going on, of course Mayweather's going to have a hit on his head. It's the fucking guys.
I mean,
did you see what he tweeted at him? He told him, Floyd Mayweather, your daughter was ran through by an animal with 12 different baby mamas. You little circus animal. You're all a pack of zoo animals. I swear on my kids, I'm coming for your daughter. It may be 2 years, 3 years from now, but I'm coming, cunt. Like, bro. Yo, you say something like that about my kid, I'm gonna kill your ass, That's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, like, go back and watch the reality show.
These two are like beefing hard. I don't even want to know where this goes from there, man, because these dudes, they genuinely don't like each other, man. I don't want to even know what's going to happen, bro, if these guys show up in Vegas at a fight and see each other. Bro, like, leave kids out of it, man. You got beef with each other, dude. But that's not cool, man. I mean, you want to fight somebody like a man. Like, you did it in the ring. Why couldn't you show your shit there, Now you want to take this out on somebody's family. Yeah, man. It's just, I don't know, dude. That's just not cool. That's a dick move.
Yeah, and Gotti's an MMA fighter, and Floyd's the greatest boxer of all time. So it was just a wonky freak show fight to begin with. So it's like, I mean, the way it unfolded, like, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but if there is genuine, like, true beef, like Rob said, that is the Gottis. and Floyd's rich as shit, so it's like he may have to beef up security and
not gaudy rich. Mayweather's not gaudy rich.
yeah. Well, maybe it leads to a fucking rematch in the Saitama Super Arena with 90,000 people or something that we won't know. We won't know about it until like the day it's happening, just like this fight last week. You know what I mean? Like, I guarantee you, people did not know Floyd fought last week. Like, we're hardcores here. I had no clue he fought.
I thought it was like at the end of the summer they were boxing. So
yeah. Well, fucking Floyd Mayweather versus Johnny Knoxville, or fucking who's next, right? Steve-O. He's fighting everybody these days, right? So
that'll probably be the next fight, man. Steve-O.
Dude, or have him fight Hasbulla.
Nah, Steve-O, man. Imagine Steve-O knocking him out. That'd be fucked up.
Or what's his name still? Or Floyd Mayweather versus what's that guy that used to be on The Real World? Puck.
no.
Floyd Mayweather versus like Puck, or just some random celebrity. You know what I mean?
Oh, Puck. Random celebrity, some random C-lister, D-lister. Puck.
Yeah. Or like
some
the situation,
Survivor, some shit.
No, somebody from like Jersey Shore, like The Situation, or what are those guys' names?
Tommy D.
Want to do it. Only one I could see ever doing it probably would have been
Tommy
Ronnie.
D. Tommy D.
Tommy D versus Floyd.
Tommy D and Paulie G.
Oh my God, Paulie G.
Paulie G, bro. Fucking Paulie G.
I mean, shit, dude, it's kind of amazing though that like it's Floyd, like he's the greatest boxer of all time, and like just shit like this happening. It's just, you don't know if it's promotion, if it's fake, if it's really truly genuine.
Nah, that wasn't fake, bro. These guys. Nah, that wasn't fake.
Wow.
You see the shit backstage?
Yeah, man.
Fucking tatties out everywhere and everything.
Yeah, that's, I don't know, bro. These guys are fucking, like, grow up, man. Fucking grown ass men acting like little fucking bitches. I don't know, dude. That's just dumb.
Making a ton of money though at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe if I had that kind of money, I'd probably be being a little bitch too. Like, what the fuck? Pull up. Yeah, but you know, I don't got a lot of money. You know, I got kids to feed, man. I ain't going to jail for fucking your ass. You know, it's so stupid, man. But when you got that kind of fuck you money, I guess you can do whatever you want. You know,
right?
Throw a fucking dolly through a bus window. That shit gonna happen.
It did
that too, yeah. But yeah, everything. Well, not everything is believable these days. I mean, even Conor said himself about the previous to like this allegations of the rape, that the skit with the Miami thing was like set up and it wasn't intended for like the mascot to go to the damn hospital. But Conor was there, like he looked like he was super. He was on some shit. You know what I mean? He was like, have you seen his
lot?
Yeah, his face is just so weird now. Like the transformation of McGregor from like 2018, whatever, 2017. It's amazing. The guy doesn't look good. He was in Miami. Of course, we know what Miami's known for is the cocaina. So I guarantee you,
the booger sugar.
Yeah, he had some poodle. Showed up after the Heat game, and they're just like, "All right, we'll have you just punch the mascot, and then everybody's gonna boo you out of the arena," because they did boo him out of the fucking arena.
Yeah.
Fucking Conor.
Yeah.
White John Jones.
Yep, this is where we're at.
National fucking hero.
He's the White John Jones, you motherfucker.
Yeah, see, I knew it was going to get crazy in 2023 since, I mean, we ventured into the unknown, the Twilight Zone, but here we are now. Conor's still dominating the headlines. He's not fighting. The headlines are about him allegedly raping somebody, and like, it's just, I think it's bad for business, but still. Conor McGregor is not fighting Chandler, and I doubt he fights again. I'll throw it out there.
Bro, the only way it becomes bad for business if it happens to be true and it comes out that it's true. Well, up until then, people are going to keep buying Conor. They're going to want to see Conor, whether you love him or hate him. People that hate him want to see him lose so they can laugh, and people that love him just want to see him get in there again and see some vintage Conor, man. I don't think we'll ever see that again, but you know, here's to hoping.
But things happen in threes. Remember that. So Conor and then we need Jones for something to happen to him, and then like Dana White does something, right? Or who else? Just to
Mike Perry.
Or Mike. Yeah. Well, speaking of that, Mike Perry is going to be on the Joe Rogan podcast, and I'm sure that's going to be some interesting panty sniffing talk on there or something like that.
What was that about?
Fucking weirdos.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It was like 7 a.m. in the morning, and I seen that video.
Out of all the videos that you could watch, that's the one you saw.
Wake up and you're just all, what the?
But it's going to happen in threes, so stay ready. Everybody's that's watching and or listening. You guys here, I'm calling it. Jones, Dana, who else? Khabib. Any of the big names. It's got to be a big name, though, you know?
Nah, not Khabib. I don't know. Never see Khabib again.
Or Ariel Helwani or something. That way the news spreads like wildfire. Just something, you know, something crazy that we never seen coming. But Conor, unbelievable. And who knows?
Conor,
man.
Behave yourself. Sincerely.
Everybody.
Sincerely, everybody.
Sincerely, the entire fight world. And yeah, you're not fighting Chandler, brother. So, but that concludes. No, that should conclude. Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, put on here Johnny Depp.
Oh, worth mentioning, Johnny Depp, the entire settlement that he got from the Amber Heard deal, donated it to charity. Donated it to charity, and he's my hero all time, and he should run for president.
Yeah.
He'd probably win, too.
Yeah, but he needs to run as a pirate.
Oh, he could run as George Young, and he'll still win, you know?
Right?
Yeah. But
Can't be any worse than what's going on right there now.
Depp for president. He won't shit the bed, folks.
No, he won't.
No.
Yeah, and then I guess to cap it off, the outside the cage news, we're on. Speaking of Miami, Donald Trump, the arraignment, everything's happening down there. So I guess Donald Trump. What do you think? Mugshot? He's Rudy, or what? Are they actually going to take a picture of him?
I don't know, man. It's just another attempt to. I wasn't. Like a huge fan of Donald Trump, bro, or anybody. I don't like these sides, bro. I don't like Republicans. I don't like Democrats. I don't like all these parties, bro. But the more they attack this guy, the more it makes me want to just vote for this dude. I didn't vote for him last time around. But it just pisses me off, dude, because they just keep the stupidest fucking shit that they're guilty of. They go after this dude, and it's like, bro, this is at this point, it's a little ridiculous. I'm tired of it. I just wish they would all fucking go away, to be honest with you. And let us have Conor McGregor as president.
Oh, my God.
I would love that.
Oh.
McGregor Depp, bro. McGregor Depp or Depp McGregor. No, I don't think McGregor would ever settle for VP.
Hey,
so
Rock.
McGregor Depp.
Your
Not
favorite,
The Rock.
Rudy,
Fuck The Rock, dude.
That's like some
rocks.
Demolition Man shit, though. Fuck that. But yeah, The Rock. Yeah, he probably could win because people are fucking idiots. But yeah, no. The only thing that would end it all, or to get rid of them all, is just for the damn Independence Day scenario, or like UFOs just like are officially confirmed, you know. So
And
they are confirmed.
They keep on releasing information, bro. The government purposely and media purposely. It makes you kind of wonder, like, what are they up to, man? Because this is stuff we've seen it before. We've seen, we follow UFOs and this supernatural. And just recently, there's been a huge uptick in the media reporting it, and government entities are not just here but around the world reporting shit. So it kind of makes you suspicious and suspect, like, are we talking about real aliens, or just you have alien tech that you want to fucking fool us with?
And they ever since they launched the James Webb Telescope, I mean, there's been so many galaxies and planets that's being discovered that could be habitable. Maybe in the next 10, 15, 20 years, that James Webb Telescope is going to get even deeper into space and potentially find a planet that does have life in it.
Yeah.
But
or it could all just be AI.
I saw an article yesterday, and it was titled "The planet Uranus was pounded so hard that it tilted," and it actually happened, dude. Look it up. It's on science.com. Uranus. I was like, what the fuck?
Just Google.
Uranus was pounded so hard that it tilted.
Uranus was pounded so hard. What the fuck? Whoever came up with that title for that article is a genius.
I'm looking for it. I had posted it, bro. It was fucking hilarious.
Emmett, do you believe in aliens, Bigfoot, the paranormal, ghosts, any of that?
Check it, bro. The headline: Uranus has suffered a pounding so hard that it got tilted. PhysicsAstronomy.com.
Oh my god, bro. Fucking awesome.
Hey, if they ever discover that Pizza the Hut is like a real person,
it is.
It's
Lizzo.
Too.
Listen.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
So, Emmett, do you believe in that?
In Lizzo?
In which part? UFOs, yeah.
UFOs, Bigfoots, paranormal.
Paranormal, nah. And most stuff, I've got to see it, man, before I'll believe it.
No.
It's like people saying fucking Ireland's full of leprechauns. It's not really, it's just small people.
Yeah.
Are you sure they aren't Mexicans?
Hey.
Mexicans are small people.
Hey.
Not around these parts, though, man. I've been sitting in America 9 years in a row. These aren't little Mexicans. They are obese ones. Like obese.
I believe in the paranormal.
I mean, they're so obese, bro, that their freaking pets are obese.
Well, I do believe in it. I've seen it. I've captured it. I have video. It's on YouTube of the shadow person that I caught. So I do believe in it.
That was not a shadow person, bro.
Hey, but I believe in aliens, and I believe in illegal aliens too. Both of them. So, but that's just a little taste for everybody that's watching and or listening to a future podcast. And Well, it's great to have Emmett on too, because I mean, you may be in fact part of that show if you choose. But discussions that we have.
Emmett, have you ever encountered an alien before?
I've encountered strange things in the woods.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, I've never seen aliens or shit, man, but as you say, with all the fucking stuff being released nowadays, like declassified documents and videos, and they have shit out there. They have something.
Would it be far-fetched to think that all our governments have been taken over by alien entities that want to destroy human life forms on this planet by depleting the planet of life-sustaining carbon?
Well, it would make sense for the fucking dicks that are running the place.
Right? It's like, we want to eliminate everything, carbon emission, carbon-free, everything. Like, bro, you do realize that without carbon, life forms wouldn't exist. So why are you so hell-bent on trying to do this to everybody? They don't even have sustainable energies available to replace fossil fuels, but yet they want to force everybody on these fucking electrics and solar. They want to limit what you can fucking eat. And they want to score people on how much carbon emissions that they put out, bro. The carbon credit score. They're already fucking doing it. It's fucking crazy. And it makes me think that we've been taken over by this alien fucking entity that just wants to destroy this planet. But they can't necessarily come out and just say, oh, we are here, we're going to take over. They have to do it subversively, because if they're found out, we're not going to put up with that shit.
It's like I think who's really in charge is like Mr. Shadow. Remember, what is it? You guys seen The Fifth Element, where it's just like a voice and it calls the president, and it's just like a ball of evil. That's really what's truly out there. So Mr. Shadow, he probably calls up Elon Musk, and Elon Musk is like, what's his name, Rudy? Manuel Zorg, or Manuel Baptiste Zorg.
Bro.
Wasn't that his name?
No.
Element?
No. No, don't ever say anything bad about Elon again. No, yeah, but he did have that fucking haircut. That's funny.
Yeah. But, well, from UFOs and the paranormal
conspiracy theories. Sorry, bro. Don't get me going off, man. They're trying to look, man. The thing is, they're trying to take over everything. Okay, they're gonna destroy the planet, and they're gonna take you along with it. You know, they're using mind control to take over your mind, man. They're gonna take over everything and destroy us, and you're gonna let them. They're like fucking vampires. They won't come in unless you invite them in, and you motherfuckers are inviting them in. Stop it.
Yes, you are. Yes. Emmett, this is a little taste of the podcast that all of us are coming up with. It is totally outside of combat sports. Conspiracy Facts is going to be our show.
Conspiracy Facts.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. Near future. Well, from UFOs to UFC to LFA to PFL and Bellator, you know, we got a full-on MMA and boxing events coming up this weekend. I don't know, fellas, you want to just do a quick rundown of all these fights? I mean, it's a lot of shit ton of fights with a little bit of time that we have right now. David, I mean, what do you want to do, man?
Yeah, if we don't do them all, if we don't do every single one and care and know about every single fighter, we're not real fight fans. So just want to throw that out there. But no, Bellator 297 taking place in Chicago. I know there's tons of stuff up on FightbookMMA. Emmett posts stuff there on the YouTube. So go to FightbookMMA.com, go to our YouTube, check out all the pre-fight interviews for Bellator because everything kicks off tomorrow. But it's 15 fights deep. It's an epic card, too. It's super loaded, better than the UFC card, in my opinion.
Oh, easy.
But, best card of the year.
Yeah, it's the longest awaited turn of Sergio Pettis. Epic fight against one of the best Bellator double champs, possibly triple champs. Thinks he's going to be a quadruple champ, Patricio Pitbull. So, yeah, you got Corey Anderson, Phil Davis. So we can start right there. Corey Anderson, Phil Davis, quick pick'ems. Starting with you, Emmett, man. What you got?
Full grab hold of him, take him down, lay on top, boom, done.
Robert?
Shit, man. I think Corey Anderson is going to be able to manhandle Phil Davis, but fuck, dude, Phil Davis he's a beast, man. He is a beast. So if Phil Davis can catch Corey Anderson, it's curtains, bro. He's out.
It's Coitons.
It's a good matchup for Bellator, like where these guys are at too in their careers. So I'm excited about it. I'm actually excited about my favorite fight on the card is the man Jaleel Willis against Ramazan Kurmagomedov. That's the fight you don't want to miss early on because Jaleel Willis, Rob, if you don't remember, that's who our boy Harvey Park took the elephant win from him. And since then, Jaleel's been on a tear. He's dangerous, and he's fighting. This guy's one of the better dudes, like low key at 170 and and I think they rebooked the fight or so. I think Jaleel Willis had a previous fight booking canceled. So I've been looking forward to this fight. It's buried a little bit on the prelims, but main card is excellent, starting with Daniel James and Gokhan Sarikam. And the Corey Anderson, Phil Davis prediction, Mark, I know you got Phil Davis, right?
I don't know. I think Corey's, I think he's getting, he needs to pull this big win off. And after his last one, I think he needs this. And taking out Phil would be a good one for him.
Not going to happen.
But I feel like it's going to be, I feel like Corey's going to take him down and probably just try to grind him out. But Phil's got wrestling, so.
Yeah, Phil's a wrestler, bro.
Phil is a phenomenal wrestler. There's no way Corey Anderson is going to be able to. They are.
No, I think he's going to be able to ragdoll him.
Dude, I don't know, man. Phil Davis is just.
Whose hands are going to do it? That's the question, I think. It's going to be who's going to be the best that night.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a number one contender bout, basically, because you got the 205 title as the main event with Yoel Romero and Nemkov. But moving on to the co-main, super legit, Sergio Pettis, Sergio Pitbull. I think Pitbull's coaches are like Sergio's former coaching. I think the guys that he used to be affiliated with, is it Mike Faye, or I forget their names, but there's sort of beef there too, like low key. But Sergio Pettis is being on the outside looking in on everything that's been going on in Bellator, coming right back into the fire, fighting the best. I cannot pick against my dog, Sergio Pettis, and it'll be a badass matchup. This will probably be one of the better fights that we'll see in Bellator for the entire year. This has a lot of the belt is very prestigious at 135, and Sergio Pettis has got to come back and show that's where he's going to hold it down. You know.
I don't got Pettis. I got Pitbull, man.
Dude, I mean, Rudy. I mean, I think everybody's going to be picking Pitbull just because it's Pitbull.
Not David.
He's a big
I'm not picking Pitbull. Did you see him at the weigh-ins? He was giving me serious TJ Dillashaw vibes.
Oh yeah, right.
You're right.
His head was bigger than his body, and it shouldn't be like that.
He is. I mean, that weight cut too at his age too. It's definitely not easy. He's got a shit ton of fights where he's been. I mean, yeah. Eventually, if he does get rehydrated, he's still may in fact just be the same Pitbull. But that weight cut deal is a little bit scary. You're right, Emmett, for sure.
Dude, that was probably a good easy weight cut for Sergio Pettis, bro.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know, man.
In the wing for them though. The winners has to go on to face a certain somebody, and that certain somebody is Patchy Mix, and Patchy Mix is going to take either one of them out, I think, regardless.
Oh,
Patchy
dude, Patchy Mix is just another fucking level, bro. I mean, you can't talk like that. Patchy Mix cannot win. He'll win any of these two fighters. It doesn't matter who comes out the winner.
James Gallagher.
I can beat him. The reason he's never lost is because he's never fought me.
Okay. Yeah, no, Patchy Mix, that boy, that's our boy right there, man. He loves FightbookMMA. So
you ever hear people say stupid shit like that, dude, in bars? Like, man, I could beat that dude.
I could beat him.
I mean, man, like me. I don't know MMA, but I know street fighting. I've never lost a street fight ever. 9-0.
9-0.
Well, it's capped off with the it's super interesting anytime Yoel Romero's fighting. He's 46 years old, and Vadim Nemkov's an absolute savage. Yoel, man, this is my quick take. Gay Jesus power and new 46 years old.
Gay Jesus.
You know, for gay Jesus. No, what's up?
What's the fucking Jesus?
That's gonna be the post-fight interview, dude. Hey, how's that Jesus? What the fuck did you just say?
And then you gotta do the pointing too out of the crowd of he pointing at nobody specifically, but
oldest heavyweight or light heavyweight champ in history, right? Because fucking Randy was how old, but I think Yoel's going to be a little bit 2 years age from Randy. Randy was 44 or something. Yeah.
So.
Crazy. But Nemkov is savage though. I don't know. Yoel's made of steel. That guy's fuck. I remember meeting him at Jackson Wink Gym. I just couldn't believe how his neck, he just has he's like a Ninja Turtle. You know what I mean?
Emmett, your take?
Nemkov, all day. Nemkov's just I was going to say Yoel's age. What age is fucking Yoel Romero? He could be about 90. We don't know. I just think Nemkov's got so much more to offer all round. He's in form. He's a tough motherfucker. You're not going to put him out. I just don't see it going any other way. Now on Yoel, did you see why he didn't show up to the press conference or the weigh-in yesterday? He's scared of heights. And Bellator held that press conference at the top of some building, so he stayed in bed.
Yeah, I think the 99th floor of the Sears Tower or some shit.
Yeah, the Sears Tower, correct. Yeah.
The only thing that's scary, Romero.
Yeah, I saw videos of him standing over some he was in a skyscraper, and it was like a clear floor, and he was freaking out, dude. That dude is legit scared of heights. I thought it was fake. I thought it was just a headline, and I saw that video. I was like, bro, this dude is really scared. Wow. I don't think that has any bearing on the fight, but it's funny.
I think Nemkov could be the guy to put out Romero.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nemkov can do it. This guy's a monster, man. He is a monster. He's in phenomenal shape. Great cardio. I don't know.
No, forget Jesus.
I don't see it.
It's Pride Month, bro. Gay Jesus got to win.
I got Nemkov by head kick KO.
It's Pride Month.
After he survives a flurry by he's gonna survive that big flurry at the beginning, and then he's gonna crack him upside the head.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
I'm gonna throw it out there. Yoel in a loss, he retires too.
Ooh,
yeah, I think if he loses, he'd retire, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
if he does,
I've been calling retirements lately. I've been calling them. So here we go. 2 back-to-back weeks retirement calls.
There you go. Quick shout out to our boy Emmanuel Sanchez. He's also fighting in the prelims. Been trying to get Emmanuel on the show for been trying to get Emmanuel on the show for the longest time. It's just timing is everything, especially on the night that we do it. So, but eventually we'll get Sanchez on the show, man. We'll get him.
Yep. And if you got, we're going to finish the show with some fight bookings, but let's get to UFC Fight Night 75, right? Is that the number on it, Ron?
76.
Yeah.
Main card, right, Rudy? Or where do you want to start with this one?
Sure, man.
Yeah, let's do the main card, man. We've got a little bit of time. First, we got to do the fight poster.
Ooh, it is horrible. It's like fucking Halloween. I don't know what I made our show art to kind of mimic it a little bit, just to, just to fuck with them. But what kind of like zombie Halloween theme did they just like? All right, let's just go with it.
They use this shit with the Korean zombie poster one time. Remember?
Yep.
Oh man.
This reminds me of like the Ninja Turtles, the new movie that's coming out. That is giving me that vibe.
Gives me gay zombie vibes. Pride Month.
Hey, speaking of the zombie, speaking of the zombie, he's fighting Max Holloway, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah. All right, let's just do the feature, co-main, and main event. That way we can get to the fight bookings, because there's a lot of fight bookings.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Christian Leroy Duncan versus Armen Petrosyan.
Keep your eye on Christian.
Yeah, Christian he's a beast. He is a beast.
Yeah, I definitely got Christian Leroy Duncan in this one, man.
Bro,
Armen Petrosyan. He's a good fighter, man. He's got good stand up. But man, Christian Leroy Duncan, bro, that dude's got some power, man. It's gonna be this is gonna be a fun fight. I don't think Petrosyan is going to have the chin to stand up to this guy. 8-0, Christian Leroy Duncan. There's a reason he's 8-0. Watch out. He comes out of UK. And yeah, bro, I'm excited for this fight.
Yeah, they want to showcase him, and it's very proper too. So the matchup, Petrosyan is a pretty legit opponent, but yeah, I'm definitely in the favor of Leroy Duncan, as the odds reflect too, right, Rudy?
Yeah, the odds on this one, Christian Leroy Duncan. Yeah, actually no, man, minus 152. Favorite for Leroy Duncan. Petrosyan plus 125. I mean, Petrosyan's no slouch, No, he's no slouch, man. He's only has 2 losses, and he's a big dude, 6'3". He's a great striker. He's long. I think Leroy Duncan, fucking massive reach, bro. 79 inches to 71 inches. So he's got an 8.5 inch reach advantage.
That's right.
Compared to Petrosyan, man.
Use that.
Oh yeah, he's going to use that, man, and it's going to be a rough night for Petrosyan, man. I think he's going to finish him.
It's gonna be Quentin's.
Yeah, bro. This is a tough fight for Petrosian.
He looks like what's his name from Star Wars too, right?
Oh yeah, Kylo Ren.
Looks like Kylo Ren. Yeah.
What's that dude's name? Something Driver, Adam Driver, dude. It's fucking Adam Driver, bro.
No, I think there's 2 UFC fighters that look like Kylo Ren. I forgot the other guy's name.
Ricky Turcios. Ricky Turcios, bro. Every time I knew it right out when you said it. Ricky fucking Turcios. He looks like an Adam Driver, bro. I've made memes about him.
Identical twins, those guys. Man. But moving on to the co-main event, Arman Tsarukyan. Nobody wants to fight this guy, so they got Joaquin Silva, and Joaquin Silva's he's in
walking.
I think
he is a dead man walking, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna get killed. Easy pick, Tsarukyan.
Yeah, the opening odds, man, when this opened up is plus 700 for Silva.
Jesus
Christ. Check this one, a minus 1050 for Tsarukyan. I'm interested to see what they are now. Wow, it's even wider, bro. Minus 1200 favorite for Tsarukyan. Joaquin Silva, not a chance in hell at plus 650 underdog. I mean, if you actually put money on this hits, you better go and play the fucking lotto with that money you made, because you're lucky. There's no way in hell Joaquin Silva wins this fight. Absolutely no way in hell.
Yeah, and nobody wants to fight him. So apparently they're. I mean, he's showcasing him on a co-main event, and Joaquin Silva, no disrespect, but he has no business being in a co-main event. So this is just a showcase fight for Tsarukyan. So since he took a loss and he just bounced back, and he's dangerous, man. Cannot pick against him in this fight. Absolutely not. So.
Emmett, your take?
Arman Tsarukyan, yeah, he's definitely going to do it, as you say, boys. He's just going to go out and run over him.
Yep. Mark?
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, unanimous.
If you've been following this show and Mark's picks, you probably made some good money, because I recommend following Mark Andrew Miller and his Tapology. He's been the Tapology king. He's had a pretty good trend of Mark.
Hey, Mark, talking about that, how many groups did you win?
1, 2, 3 so far. I'm just waiting to see if we won in ours yet.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
And I finished top 50 in the one group, like on Tapology that night. So
wow. Yeah, dude. If you would have picked Aldana,
Nunez,
Nunez and not pick Aldana, clean sweep right there, bro.
That's happened to me twice before, where I had an entire card picked perfect until the main event. So it's happened.
Main event.
Yeah, moving on. The main event, Marvin the Junkyard Dog Vettori of 185 against Jared Cannonier. Both guys have previously fought for the belt, lost to Izzy. Marvin Vettori kind of gave Izzy some dog fights, right? Like, he's a dog, man. Like, he just, I don't know, he's got a chin. He's taking a lot of damage, you know what I mean? And Jared Cannonier packs so much power, and I don't know. This fight could potentially see the judges in like a snoozer scenario. Hopefully it doesn't happen that way. But I don't know. I like Marvin Vettori, man. Like, it's a fight where both these guys have to. It's like a must win, to stay relevant at the top tier of middleweight. So I don't know what the odds are, but I think Marvin Vettori edges it out. Maybe it's just a war for 5 rounds, and hopefully not a snooze fest.
Yeah. Let's hope it's not a snooze fest, because Cannonier brings some major power, but Vettori I don't know. Vettori, I feel like he's just gonna go in there and win it all, just dominate the hell out of him. I have a feeling. Yeah,
surprisingly, the odds on this haven't changed from when they opened up. Minus 125 favorite for Marvin Vettori, plus 105 slight underdog for Cannonier. I wouldn't even call it an underdog at this point. It's pretty much dead even.
Yeah, they're pretty even.
And rightfully so. Number 3 Marvin Vettori against number 4 Jared Cannonier. This is going to come down to who's a better grappler, man. And I think it's obviously Vettori. Cannonier's going to have to land one, and we've seen Vettori. He could take one. How many can he take? How many shots can
going to last those 5 rounds, right?
Well, Vettori's gas tank, he can.
Oh yeah, way better than.
It's better than Cannonier, man.
Plus,
Cannonier,
small cage too. Small cage factor. right? Emmett.
Oh yeah.
I think Cannonier, he might get gassed out from being put down on his back, but if he lands that one shot, it could be lights out, man. But I got Marvin Vettori winning this fight. It's going to be a close decision.
Yep.
Emmett.
Snooze fest. Absolute snooze fest written all over it.
Yeah, man. It's quite possibly the sandwich fight of the night.
I was going to say this could be the sandwich fight of the night.
It's a pointless fight anyway. Like, let's be fair. What do either of these guys get from this fight?
Exactly.
Neither are going to fight Robert, Alex, or Izzy after this fight.
No. It's just one of those filler fights, and it's a filler card for the weekend because, the UFC's got to put a fucking event every single Saturday. Unless the WWE got some pay-per-view happening that weekend that there's not going to put a UFC event. So
very true. They have to do it. They've been putting it out there. They get their guaranteed money from ESPN. So you're definitely right on that. And yeah, I'm in agreement with Emmett. Snoozer, but I hope not. I hope somebody gets finished.
So who you got?
That's the only way that this fight is. Huh?
I asked who you got.
Oh no, I got Vettori. Hopefully he grinds it out. Maybe we're due for a bloodbath.
So
we are.
So everybody has Vettori except me. I'm the only non-racist here. Okay, got it.
Wow.
I got it.
Wow. You did not just pull that card.
Right? No, I got Vettori, man. I got Vettori. And it has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with skill. And I just think, Vettori's just he's done it, bro. He's done everything except win the belt.
Yeah, true. He's a junkyard dog, absolute junkyard dog, gatekeeper. This is a gatekeeper fight, right?
I'm curious to see if Marvin Vettori wants to go out and say, fuck what everybody thinks. I'm going to show them that I got hands and wants to knock out Cannonier and end up getting knocked out himself. Because we've seen that. We've seen fighters do that,
Yeah.
I hope he just sticks to the game plan, dude.
Yeah.
Because Cannonier's not the kind of guy that will drag that kind of emotion out of you. He's kind of stale when it comes to like the interviews. He doesn't talk a lot of shit. So yeah, man. I mean, yeah, this is gonna be a booty fight, bro.
But the prelims, shout out to our boy Jimmy Flick. He's also making a return to fight Alexandra Costa. A lot of people are favoring Costa in the fight, but I do not ever pick against Jimmy Flick. I know last time out wasn't his night, but I think Jimmy bounces back with a good quality win, and his fights are usually pretty exciting. He goes out on his shield. Either he subs somebody out with a flying triangle or he gets finished, but I think this time around Jimmy Flick gets a quality win, kind of, jumping them prelims off. Some of those fights, I don't know. This is a filler card, like Rob said, but always excited to see Jimmy Flick. And I'm always excited to see Muslim Salikov, King of Kung Fu. Don't miss that fight with Dalby. That's an exciting matchup.
Oh, that's good. That's a banger. That's a banger.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That one's good.
Serious.
Yeah. And
There's
I
a
think
couple fights coming up, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, getting to
Pat
that.
Sabatini and freaking Modesta Bukakis, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a good fight to start the card off for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, because Bukakis, who'd he beat in his last fight? He won.
Pat Sabatini's not fighting Bukakis. He's fighting Lucas Almeida.
In Australia, but
Those are two fights I'm looking forward to the prelims.
Koskis.
Yeah, Bukakis fighting Zach Pauga.
Yeah, he had a great win, and he was a big underdog in Australia in his last fight. So he's his second ride in the UFC. So he's starting out the card, which is weird, but I can see why, because this fight is probably not going to see the judges. So
I think isn't it Barcelos and John starting out the card?
According
the main card. Main card's Dalby, is it not?
Well, according to Tap, it's Modestas versus Zach Pauga.
Yeah.
Wow. Tap is wrong.
That fight and the Pat Sabatini fight are going to be some good fights on the prelims, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the Barcelos fight is canceled, right?
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah, Miles Johns and Barcelos is canceled.
Damn, that sucks. I was excited to see Hani
John's,
Barcelos fight
John's
again.
is injured. John's is injured. That's why they had to take that fight out.
Pathetic.
The only fight that I wish that didn't get canceled was Taporia was supposed to fight on this card, right? Against
Josh Emmett.
That fight has been rebooked, I believe. But yeah, Taporia, man, that's another guy that's a gunslinger.
You ever eat Taporia sushi? You like your sushi Taporia?
No, I don't like it anyway. No sushi.
Oh, that's tempura. I'm being told that's tempura. I was way off.
Oh, yeah, tempura. Yeah. But that concludes our picks for UFC Fight Night Cannonier versus Vettori. So hopefully it's not a fucking sandwich, but have your everything ready. Have your Swiss, your ham, whatever your choice is. Like, make a good sandwich if it is, you know. So, but to end the show, to end the show, we have some exciting fight bookings. I know Emmett wanted to get to them. Of course, there's a lot of stuff. If you want all the latest news, you know, new fight bookings, Ross Marquis, Emmett, FightbookMMA. Check us out there. But starting off with, we were wondering about Max Holloway, what they were going to do with him. They're giving him the zombie, Bang Sung Jung.
In Singapore. I think it's an exciting fight, bro. It's an exciting fight, and I think the following after that event, it was also announced that they're doing the Asian what is that that Challenger Series. So they'd have the finale for that. Road to the UFC. They're having the finale there in Singapore the very next day. So that's going to be a huge night of, a huge weekend of fights, exciting fights, man, from that side of the world. So I'm excited to see that, bro.
Yeah, I think that this is probably the only guy that Max hasn't beat, right, at 145. And I heard him like on a podcast not long ago that he spoke about, or they asked him, you know, about the zombie fight, which, you know, Max is not gonna. Max has fought everybody, the best. Max is one of the best ever, but this is a guy he's never beaten. I think the fight where it's at is good, but Max always going to run through the zombie.
Oh, he's going to run through him, bro.
Yeah. And I think what was it? The Zalgas Zumagulov. His fight got canceled, right? So
Nalgas.
Felipe Burns. Yeah, he got the Patty Pimblett fucking haircut. That's the guy, and he keeps that haircut. He might be like
champ.
Talk to the title. Yeah.
He'll be champ. He'll be Artem Lobov status.
But August 5th, the UFC is going to Nashville. It's been a while since they've been to Nashville. Corey Sandhagen against Umar Nurmagomedov.
Bro.
Wondering what they were going to do with it. Like, we thought Merab, but obviously Merab's getting hair transplant surgery, and he has a broken hand. And eventually, I guess he has to fight Aljo, or he's like banned from the UFC, right? Or they don't like Merab.
I'm super excited about that fight, bro.
Yeah, Sandhagen is. Yeah,
that's a fucking banger, bro. That is a fucking banger.
It's the main event too of Nashville. That's the main event.
Nice.
Yeah.
And if somebody doesn't go to sleep, someone doesn't go to sleep. Yeah, if somebody doesn't go to sleep in that fight, you know they're gonna walk out of there with like fractured faces, man. This is gonna be a banger, dude.
Yeah, that's like an arm break or like a blood bath or just some severe cut or something. Yeah, Sandhagen always brings it, but Umar is like low key the killer that nobody wants to fight too. So
he's undefeated, isn't he?
I believe so. Yeah.
And of course, Sandhagen's not going to duck nobody.
16-0.
Yep, 16-0, bro. Yeah. Like, good luck. If anyone can do it, it's Sandhagen, man. Especially the way he's been fighting lately. Dude's on fire.
Yeah, man. And nobody wants to fight Umar. They were trying to give the fight to Merab, but
they haven't asked me, bro. No, I don't want to fight him.
But the UFC is returning to Paris, and it's very proper. Cyril Gane, the main event against Mark Amby Miller is fighting Cyril Gane.
Sergey Spivak.
Sergey Spivak.
Sacre bleu.
Yeah. So looking forward to that, because Gane coming back from, like, we were talking earlier about not being ready for a title fight or main event. I mean, given it was John Jones, I think he has to come back and kind of a must win, you know what I mean, where he's at heavyweight. Spivak's been a fucking beast lately too, so that presents a huge fight at heavyweight, and it's in his backyard in Paris. So I won't be picking him in the fight.
versus Sub.
Yeah.
Bro, I got Sergey Spivak. I think he's going to pull up a huge upset. I think Cyril Gane just bit off a little more he could chew with the John Jones fight, and he's got a lot to prove, a lot of pressure on him in Paris. And I don't think he's going to – I don't know, man. I think John Jones broke him, dude. I think John Jones broke him, and Sergey Spivak is just going to finish his fucking job.
Yeah, and a lot of guys are never the same after fighting Jones, so we'll see if that trend continues with Cyril Gane. Look at
I mean, you'll leave the cage with glaucoma, or
no, look at
or a boner.
Thiago Santos never the same again. What's the other guy that nearly beat Jones? Crash Bandicoot. What's his name? We don't even remember his name. That's how bad
I don't remember.
Daniel Cormier. He's like 500 pounds.
Reyes.
Dominic Reyes. Yeah, Cormier was never the same. See, so
Cormier, bro, he's just like tripled in size. So
Jones does that to people, and he's still the GOAT, until somebody fucking beats him. And that's the only fight that we haven't heard that should be announced is the Stipe fight.
I've said it once, and I'll say it again. The only person who beats John Jones is John Jones.
Yeah, because we know Curtis Blades is already lined up, against Sergey. So the only fight that's left to be booked, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Well, the last fight booking, I know, Emmett, you're excited about this matchup. I do believe this is a true fight. Well, Ian Gary's been showing out lately so well that they're like, all right, Jeff Neal, this is the guy you got to get through to where maybe he gets a title shot or he's in the title talks. And excited about Ian, Machado, Gary, and Jeff Neal. It's UFC's Boston card, August 19th. It's got to be like a co-main event, starting off the main card, right? Very proper, right?
Big time. It's basically going to be a homecoming for him too. Pretty much Boston, the Irish, they will show out for him. But we know what we're getting with Ian. He's going to keep that fight at range, and he's going to use his limbs just to pick him apart. He knows. He knows. Game planning for Ian, something that's massive throughout his career. Massive. He doesn't just go in there with the expectation just to beat somebody. He is detailed in what he does. I think he's massive compared to Jeff Neal as well, if I'm correct. I'm not too sure in exact measurements, but I think he's a lot bigger.
Oh yeah, he's a lot bigger. He's a lot taller, a lot longer.
Yeah, and what's your name? Jeff Neal just came off fighting one of the top killers and future champ, in my opinion, and Shavkat. And Shavkat doesn't have a fight at the moment. We don't know what's going on with Colby Covington, Leon Edwards. Shavkat's right there on the cusp, and Ian Machado, he's right there. He's next up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they have similar body styles, man. Rachmanov and Ian Gary. It's Jeff didn't have a lot of success in that fight. So I don't know, man. This is going to be a good fight. A huge step up in competition for Gary. And if he pulls this off, bro, just look out. Sky's the limit for this kid. I think he gets it done, man.
Believe the hype.
Yep.
And then later down the road, give or take, whoever holds the title, fucking Machado against Shavkat, against Leon, Colby, imagine those fights, even Bilal Muhammad's right there. Those are some matchups that we will see in the next year, and we don't know who's going to hold the belt. I mean, fucking, where is that? Leon and Colby needs to be announced soon. And correction, earlier I said Sergey and Blades, but no, Sergey has not been booked, so there's still the John Jones sweepstakes. He's not been booked. Stipe, we don't know. So John Jones is fighting somebody, hopefully before the end of the year, and I hope it's Stipe, right? That's the fight we want, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Also,
go ahead, Rob.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
So Sergey is going to probably stay on the outside, and if he has to sit out until they figure out shit with Jones and Stipe, maybe Stipe goes over to PFL like we've talked. He's out of contract at the moment, so it's a contract situation with Stipe. They can get the numbers right. He will indeed fight Jones, because that's like a premier fight for heavyweight. For the heavyweight history, that's a fight that needs to happen. Sergey can kind of wait around, and he'll be the next man up for sure, in my opinion.
Also, our boy, friend of the show, John Dodson, is booked to fight J.R. Ridge here in Albuquerque, New Mexico at BKFC 48.
And they love it out there now.
Oh, dude, they're fighting at the Tingley Coliseum.
Well, that's good. Well, too bad they couldn't do the pit because the MMA show is epic.
I know.
Epic. But Tingley, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
John Dodson, though, he's unstoppable in BKFC. You know what I mean? Like, he can't be touched.
It's because he hasn't fought me yet.
Yeah.
We'll get him on the show, and that way you can tell him.
I will.
You haven't fought me yet, bro.
Yeah. So let's go, bro. Let's go.
Before his BKFC debut, so we got to get him back on, chat with the magician. Yep.
Yeah, I'll text him. I got his number. I'll text him. He's always said, anytime you want me on the show, let me know.
Tell him, get him on the show. I'm gonna call him out. I'm gonna say I'm gonna be the oldest BKFC champ ever, and I'm gonna do it with your help. I need you to. I need you to fucking take a dive. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say here. I'm gonna pay you.
I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna pay you my purse.
Oh, and last but not least, too, to cap off the fight bookings and end the show, our boy Steve Mean Machine Garcia.
Yes.
He's fighting Sean Woodson.
No,
he's not.
Huh? He's fighting Mac and me.
Oh yeah. Sean Woodson, bro. We have so many nicknames for that guy. The Yellow Bastard. That's my nickname for him. Yellow Bastard. He looks like the Yellow Bastard from Sin City.
Well, and Mac and me mixed. It's both.
Yeah.
But it's going to be that style matchup, though.
Yellow Mac. We need to call him Yellow Mac.
Yellow Mac.
Yellow Mac.
Yeah, that's a fire fight. That's a definite somebody's getting finished. And I think it'll be Woodson this far out. You know, we'll talk to Steve more about it as the fight gets closer. So, for sure.
Hell yeah. Oh, and I forgot to mention on my fights coming up this weekend, we also have Glory Kickboxing Collision 5. They just finalized their fight card today. It's at the website, so go check it out. Glory Kickboxing, they're also having their event. So I forgot to add that on there.
No, you got to be a real fight fan this weekend, ladies and gents. So be ready, cancel everything, have your tablets up, your phone, 2 laptops, whatever you need. You got to make that dedicated effort.
If you're not watching every single second of every single round of every single fight of every single day of this weekend, sorry, folks, but you're definitely not a real fight fan.
But shout out to you, Emmett, being the dedicated out there across the world, joining us, man. It was a pleasure having you on. We need to do this more often.
Definitely, boys. It's been an absolute pleasure here. Anytime you want me on, give me a shout.
Awesome. Right on. Well, that concludes our show. Just want to give a quick shout out to everybody that's watching and or listening. Go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is blowing up thanks to our boy Emmett Glenn, who is putting some awesome content out there and getting our YouTube shorts to the 12K, 14K, 20K, 50K views. It's just amazing what you're doing, man. You cracked the code of the algorithm for YouTube. So thank you again, Emmett, for all your hard work and uploading the Bellator and PFL press conferences too. So shout out to you, bro. And that's the end of our show. David dropped out. So David, right when he was going to end the show. Well, like David always says, to catch all the combat sports news from around the world, go to FightbookMMA.com.
David's joining.
Is he joining?
Yeah, he's joining.
Oh shit!
There he is.
There he is.
Close out the show, David.
Go, man. All right, David. You know what to do, bro.
Okay, my phone disconnected for a second, but I got back just in time. So shout out to everybody that's watching and or listening. Shout out to Emmett joining us tonight, the FightbookMMA panel. We definitely got to do more of these. and just have a bunch of the crew and the homies on. So always a pleasure on a Thursday night. For myself, Dave Rodriguez, Mark Ambu Miller, Roberto Villa, the boss, Emmett Glenn across the land, Rudy Lara, producer at hand. We are Sitting Ringside, episode 176. We out. Enjoy the fights.
Good shit, guys. That was fun.
Yeah, my fucking phone disconnected. My bad.
Evan, thank you so much, bro.
Go to sleep.
No worries, man. Go to sleep.
Sun's coming up.
Go to work.
I've got to go to work now for the next 4 hours.
Oh, man. Thanks, Emmett. Really do appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Anytime. Now I've got the new equipment and stuff, so anytime.
Okay. Hope you had a blast, man, because this is how we, this is how we do our podcast. So.